Welcome back, everyone. It's good to see you again. Um, I know it's been a while. It's been a little bit. I'm really sorry that I had to cancel yesterday. Um, it just this past week has certainly been something. Just one moment. I'm just setting some stuff up. I always have to Google how to full screen AI the Somnium files because I forget every single time. That's not even the right game. That's not even the right game on Google. Come on. Come on. How do I full screen? It's never been this. Okay. Okay, Alt Enter. Why would they make it that? Why wouldn't they just make it like, Control F? Maybe that's already a hotkey. Um, so, yeah, sorry, I'm a little all over the place. I may have forgotten how to stream. Man, it's good to be going back into AI, though. Let me actually... I just realized that it's not showing on the screen. Okay, it should be. Okay. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. So, yeah, it has been a long time since we played AI the Somnium Files. I think it was almost a month ago at this point, which is insane to me. I think I remember the gist. It does usually, like, give you a little recap anyways. So, we should be good. All I remember, we finished the iris routes that we could go through. We still haven't been able to unlock the route where we don't trust Iris about Nizet laws. There's a lock there, and we haven't been able to find the way out of that yet. But we did complete the route where we believe Iris, and, spoiler alert, she fucking dies. So maybe we can prevent that in the locked route, but we need to go through the Mizuki route first. And, we did that by helping her in her Somnium to regain her speech, and now, she's kind of following us around. And I'm not sure what's going on with Renju, because in the Iris route, it seemed like he was very much alive. It seemed like the guy was doing some shady business. He was getting a known, like, assassin out of prison, which is obviously not great. We also learned that Pewter was his boyfriend, or something along those lines. So that's something. So it's like, it seemed like Renju was doing a whole bunch of stuff and, was using his connections to make things go the way that he wanted them to. But now in Mizuki's route, we found his corpse. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure if that means that in the other timeline, for one reason or another, he stayed alive, like he avoided getting killed. Or the other possibility, and the one that I think would be the most interesting, because it's something I wouldn't normally expect from this type of game, because of course, like, in 999 and the whole, like, Zero Escape trilogy very much hinged on alternate timelines. So it's very easy for me to just say, okay, in that timeline, he's still alive. But what if, and this is just my own crackpot theory, what if someone is, like, impersonating him in the other timeline? Because I don't think it actually mentioned, again, it's been a month, it's been a long time, and it's been even longer since I've seen the Iris route, so I could be totally off base, but if I remember correctly, no one has actually, seen Renju in person. He's been communicating with everyone with phone calls. And we've seen with Aiba that can easily be faked. So there's a possibility that someone is impersonating him after he died, and they just, like, covered it up better in the other timeline. I don't know. I've rambled on long enough. We should actually get into the game. At long last, we are back in this. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Let's do it. Okay, we were driving. We went to the crime scene. We went to Marble with Mizuki. Then we went to the Yakuza guy's place. I will say Moma is a much better character when he's... Yes! The politician dude! Okay, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. The politician guy was in this Yakuza dude's... Or in this, like, Yakuza den. I need to remember how to move. Okay, there we go. It really has been a hot goddamn...
A bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon, holding a golden ball.
Let me know if...
Golden ball, huh?
The audio is too low. It's actually a little low for me. I might turn it up a little bit. I usually have my speakers at around 40. I don't know why I turned them down. Okay. That should be good. Again, let me know if the audio in the game is a little fucky. Actually, I'm just going to very quickly... Okay. There we go. There we go. So yeah, Moma's honestly a much better character when he's not just characterized around, you know, oh, this Yakuza guy simps for an idol. Like, he seemed honestly intimidating here. I feel like it would have been way funnier if I had done the Mizuki route first. Oh right, we're going to Lemniscate. Okay. I remember things.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras.
Yeah.
There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
I guess that's a fair point. We've just started and we can already be a dumbass.
Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
All I can think of is that one by Daddy? Do I look like...
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
Okay, also, again with the dosage, what is up with
Dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would protect myself. You seem lonely.
that? Oh, is this the first time in this timeline that Aiba is showing up like this?
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality.
Oh, just a second. I'll be right back. I just realized something. I need to remember to turn off the fan that goes into my bedroom more often. Anything to reduce any kind of buzz. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, my mic. Wow, I've come back very professional. Alright, yeah, I haven't had the time to mess around with the Streamlabs settings yet. Hopefully soon. I keep saying that though, so who knows. I just hope it's not, like, too bad.
You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Yeah, because she is your eyeball. Okay. Alright. You know, let's just keep talking about this.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium.
Oh, is this gonna be the same thing it was in the Iris?
What's that
Ring?
about?
What do you mean?
You don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
Yeah, this is the same conversation. Okay. Alright, let's go on to actual... The
As I
actual
said
mystery
earlier,
here.
I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
I like how different their faces look, like, next to each other. Moma looks like an MMD model.
That's true. We have no established motive. Victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling.
I wonder if people have been able to take the models from this game. I want to see Dante dancing to Love and Joy.
And their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
Maybe it's not a great idea to be to be joking like that whenever we got this on the screen.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning.
Maybe, because we do know that Shoko was involved with it.
That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
That was so related.
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Okay. No, let me... There.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact.
Isn't that where the amusement park is?
He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen. The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious.
It definitely is. So either he knew it was gonna happen, or he had ties that made it happen.
To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed... Oh, we will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Oh,
Is this Special Agent Dante from Abyss? My name is Akaska, from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
okay.
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
Oh, so this is still happening.
A prisoner?
They saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. You will kill again, you know. And you'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer.
Man, especially if that fact about the eyes being taken while they're still alive wasn't in newspapers. I think he actually
I'll be
knows.
seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, We got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed.
Oh.
In other words,
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Is it gonna be that secretly we were the killer all along?
Do you think there's anything to this?
I respect this game too much for it to pull a heavy rain on me, but I'm just, like, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
I don't know.
Alright, here we are at Lemniscate. Are we gonna do the conversation with... Yep.
Oh,
Hello?
Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online.
That Renju is dead?
Corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her.
Yeah, you did!
But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother.
You still left a 12-year-old with a corpse.
I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, at least he's trying to make it right, you know? Oh, we can talk to the receptionist. Yeah, let's head on the receptionist.
You
before
get
we
asked
talk
out a
about-
lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
You're kidding.
She has aged like a fine wine, Dante.
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you?
Alpha male Dante.
I kinda like that.
Okay.
And I kind of like you.
Oda's like, what are you doing? This is a crime investigation. And you're hitting on the
Oh,
receptionist.
but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian.
You're... what?
Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
Oh, too bad.
You can't take that seriously. Okay. On to what actually matters. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
What Renju's case?
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
Okay, tell me.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No.
Ooh.
A woman.
I like how we're able to glean all this just from his body temperature.
Um,
Yep. Okay.
Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it.
It was-
So Renju was with Iris.
It was. Okay.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
I mean, they could.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
Savior.
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. And it was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing.
That he talks like a professional, but he hasn't published anything. I feel that anytime I give anyone writing advice. Okay.
And it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Dude, you know, there have been loads of scandals of people who provide a lot of joy to people ending up having done like some really, really sketchy shit, you know? Slow down, I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story.
Yeah, it's like we can't rule her out just yet.
If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But
Do it for Iris.
And this is how we get the simp to speak.
around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
Okay, fair enough.
What happened?
Ooh, here she is.
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
We didn't get to tell him about Mizuki! I'm not used to this game, like, having triggers like this. In the last try, we were able to always go through all the dialogue, no problem, and now this time, it's not like that.
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth. And I would appreciate your cooperation.
Okay. Is Oda's story true, first?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes? Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket. ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Oh?
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Iba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, man, if I went out to eat with someone, I would not be able to tell you the exact time that I got there and the exact time that I left.
That's true.
You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
Was the surveillance camera broken or something?
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
Oh, okay. The tapes were destroyed then.
What are you trying to say?
You have an alibi for last night.
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
Oh, right, but we've also learned that she has a brain tumor that makes it difficult for her to, like, regulate her body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris's story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
She could have set up a trap.
I mean,
Right? That's where we're going? Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
Oh, then that's not a... that's not a solid alibi.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
It's pretty suspicious that her mom was gone the entire night after a dude was murdered.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know? Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see,
Renju's estimated TOD is yes. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth.
Yeah, it was a twisted cloth, so I think she could have used that, because then, like, as long as it's around his neck, all she would really have to do is just twist it even further.
The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope.
Oh, the sedation! I forgot about that. That's probably it.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone.
Except that wasn't what was
But
used
with
to
a little
hang him up.
ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
Yeah, the buckets. Where are the buckets? Okay, yeah,
The autopsy determined that Renju baked. However, this means that it is highly likely Renju's corpse was hanging from a. He was found. The wire was at one end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside.
kegs, yeah.
The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. That's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then... What do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible.
But
But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Is it gonna be the elevator?
Sunfish Pocket. According to the record, the elevator stopped at 8. The total weight detected in the elevator.
Is it this? No.
The oil drum is the type that has a lid you can empty. It weighs approximately.
What does this to do with it? I need more to support my theory. Okay, not that. Is it this? It's true that Renju's killed to determine the transportation method. I mean, the watch was found in the drum. Is that it?
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
Oh, did we not list that as evidence?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure, just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
She's like, damn, he's gone completely off the rails.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, so she could have killed him.
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
The elevator records, the elevator records, this is where it comes into play. 3 pieces of evidence total. There are others. Then there's Renju's weight. And then the oil drum.
Iris,
Yes! I'm
on
so
which floor is
frickin'
Sunfish
smart.
Pocket located?
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310,
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
now this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However,
It is pretty suspicious.
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall. There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like, but we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
Can't tell from this angle. Can we switch to another? Is that a phone?
Ah, shit.
Ooh.
Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
You're
She's
looking
definitely
pretty
hiding
suspicious.
something, Date. Sync with her.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
All right.
Time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
All right. Are we gonna be doing a? Oh, it's not a Minecraft Let's Play. Is this the warehouse that we found her corpse in that one time?
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Number 1 is the TV. Number 2 is the windows? Maybe number 3 is how to get out of here. Or number 4, I guess. We'll have to figure it out as we go. Discover Iris' secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. Okay. Look at the blood or watch the murder. I mean, we'll watch the murder first.
A CRT TV.
Spin the dial.
Stop!
Oh.
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
I just had a thought. Iris has confessed to us before that number 89 was like a father figure to her whenever she was a kid. What if number 89 was the original Cyclops killer? And this is why she's like trying to hide it, because she's an idol, and if people knew that she was connected to this serial killer, then, you know, that'd be bad for her, and also just maybe wanting to keep herself from being suspected. So we've just opened up new paths. Saw the murder video. And that's a negative. Not a fan of that, but what's this?
A full body mirror.
Oh. Oh, okay. Let's try punching the mirror.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
Okay, that sucked.
5 minutes left, Date.
There must
A
be something
full
we can
body
do with
mirror.
this. Can I at least get a quarter
Can you
time?
talk? Can you talk? What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
It sounded more aggressive than Iba did.
Why do I have to get called a pervert?
Because you are one.
And twice.
Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do with the mirror right now.
A full...
Let's go to the doors.
A double door.
Tackle it.
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that. You're not helping.
Okay, that
A
didn't do
double
shit.
door.
4 minutes.
Open it.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Strangle it? I should have been paying attention. Oh, are we recreating the murder?
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Well.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Okay. Strangle the body. Beat it to death. Do we have a weapon? There's the TV. What is with the medicine bottle?
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Chug, 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 chug. We're not gonna smell because that's gonna affect us. You know, let's use... Okay, let's not touch this yet. I'm sure there's more we can do.
An operating table.
Sleep? I do quarter time, or 16 time. Let's see what happens if we sleep.
How does it feel?
Awful. Am I going to be killed? Modified? I'm restless. I can't take the suspense.
Do you think they'll modify you into a grasshopper or a spider?
I'd want a spider.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's a reference also to something that I'm sure I'm just not getting.
3 minutes, Date.
3 minutes. No. Okay. What if there's something with the mirror? Okay, the torso is still showing up in the
A
mirror.
full body mirror.
Okay, well, we've already done all of that.
A drug bottle that holds some...
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
And now for a very special episode of AI the Somnium Files.
Is it alcohol?
Well, no.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
Sounds like an awful David Cage game.
I won't drink it.
Or honestly, the least worst David Cage game.
Fine.
Okay, so that did nothing. We need to beat it to death, but like that sounds like it'd be an easy thing to do. Okay.
It's an operating...
Must be the surgery option. I don't like how it says ×2, but...
Who do you intend I operate on?
Can you just pretend to do it?
Pretend to do it?
Yeah, mine. She has such a serious expression.
Nothing's happening. How disappointing.
Damn. I thought it might trigger a memory to recreate itself or something.
Perhaps you should abandon that line of thinking.
Okay, Is it something to do with the TV? We are not doing this one in one go.
An old television.
I named this episode Big Brain Detective Moments. And this is gonna be the first time that I fail in the Somnium scan. Okay, well this is the least worst option.
It's the world beyond, Date.
That's just static.
My generation has never seen static.
Right. You're only 5 years old.
Do not measure my age on the same scale as a human's. My mental age is 10 times that.
You're 50 years old?
Mature woman, huh?
You have less than
An
2 minutes,
old
Date.
television.
Hurry.
Okay.
Iris, what is all this?
Okay. It says beat it to death, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make that happen.
An old
Okay, maybe we can turn the dial. I am not going to succeed in this. I'm going to have to try this again. But...
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Okay, so I was supposed to do that first. Okay, I understand
Let's
now.
go.
Okay, it was the glass container. What is
A
this?
common gas.
Let's not use that just yet.
Only a shelf.
If we push it in...
That shelf sticking out. It seems odd.
Oh.
What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there?
Okay. So this is how we beat it.
An iron ball.
Oh, no?
An iron ball.
Kick it? Oh no. Oh no.
You okay? Miss Iba. Are you okay?
She broke every bone in her foot, dude.
This is nothing. Date, be logical. We must continue with the investigation. But it hurts!
Shouldn't have kicked it so hard.
You're the
An
one who
iron
has
ball.
to do this, you
You have 1
asshole.
minute left.
Yeah, we're not. We're not succeeding in this one.
In this form, I have impeccable balance. Due to the antennae on my head.
That's not hair? That's kind of creepy.
Oh? Would you like to see an augmented reality in which my antennae rub all over you?
Wow, what lovely antennae you have. So cute.
An iron ball.
Okay. Throw it.
Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood.
At the body. Oh, okay, I get it
It
now.
is unexpectedly light. All right. Yeah!
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Where is this? Is it that one? Ah, that one. Shoot it
An
to death.
old-fashioned...
Okay. Need to turn the dial. Get our instructions.
Please. Help me. Help me.
Man, the serial killer sure did have a varied MO.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Yikes, 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 yikes.
It is a thick book.
Let's read it.
It has not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects! It's a book on insects!
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs.
Oh, that's adorable.
Does this book belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
That was adorable.
An illustrated reference book.
And now that I know that you love it, let's rip it.
This will be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese. Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
I could go for a grilled cheese right now.
Time's up.
We are about to become grilled cheese. Okay. You know what? Let's just have Iris do a little, or not Iris, Iva do the thing that I do in Animal
Date,
Crossing.
we're out of...
Damn! What the hell is this place?
Okay. Does that get us a bad end, or do we get to restart? Yeah, retry. This one. This is the one where I wasted all of my time doing stuff that didn't actually matter.
An old...
Okay. Turn the dial.
That video showed the face of a victim of the... It appeared to...
What is Iris?
unknown...
Guess
in... The...
We're speed running. We're speed running. We're speed running. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, fuck. Wrong way. I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast.
Only a...
Push it.
That shelf sticking out...
Speed it up. Speed it up.
An iron...
Okay. So we did it. for now. We are in a much better position
An
starting
old-fashioned.
this. Okay. So we need to rip the book, because then it disappears.
It is a thick.
Okay. There's a gun on the ceiling.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
I don't think we can jump that high to get it.
Just a locker.
I wonder what we'll hear if we listen.
I heard a metallic sound, like gears spinning.
Is there something inside? Be careful, Iva, just in case.
Roger. Just a locker.
Oh. Ooh.
Iva?
It's all right. More importantly,
Dominoes? It was a Rube Goldberg machine? Okay. And that's gonna loosen the gun, isn't it? Or... I guess not? It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Hello, I caught you from Gina's Collab. How deep in are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to check the chat. I was so focused on what was going on. I'm decently deep in. I've done as much of Iris's route as I can, and then, I'm now in, like, Mizuki's route. Something's first try. Rewinding to previous logs is legit. Okay, fair enough. Like, I managed to get through pretty much all of Iris's, the Iris route Somniums. Oh. Huh?
that is.
Oh. What? What? Wait a minute, was that Date? It kind of looks like him. Wait a second. Wait.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Yeah, that's you, dude. That's you. Okay, let's
Help me
focus on
understand this.
first.
What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah,
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw Your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain.
That's true, those killings happened over 6 years ago, and his memory got erased. Like, everything before 6 years ago is gone.
You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not.
I don't know how much I actually believe that.
Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
You would if it was to keep him in line.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
So why did this appear in Iris's Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
If the killer was someone close to her, like we know number 89 was, then maybe...
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
It's pretty suspicious considering that now we have, like, reason to suspect ourselves as the killer.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
It seems a little too specific to be a coincidence.
Really.
Serious look on her face. Peter, what's going on? You tell me.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice.
Which means it could be me.
After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Damn. It's pretty scummy. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear?
The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
Which, I mean, yeah, that's true.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Okay. So that's what
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Fair.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
I mean, yeah, copycat killers do happen all the time, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the people behind the old killings are involved with the new ones. Just means someone saw it and went, hey, that sounds like a great idea. Hell yeah, murder.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can.
Because he's standing right in front of me.
Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
We're the Cyclops killer. We're the original Cyclops killer. Are all memories...
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
That's true.
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
That's true. Alright, summarize. Didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me through my
Dante,
thoughts.
it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
And what about the Cyclops killer? From 6 years ago.
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
Maybe she is just a natural liar.
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she actually did it either. But then again, like... maybe it was us hanging out
Date,
with... Oh.
could we make a stop first?
Here, now that we got a bit of a pause. I mean, this could actually explain why Renju is seemingly alive in the other timeline where we hung out with Iris so much. If she did kill him, then she would have the time to in this timeline, but where we're spending like all of our time with Iris in the other timeline, she wouldn't have had the chance to do this. So she could be the killer. They've pretty much proven that she could have done it.
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Wait, didn't you not know about Marble in the other timeline?
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. All right, sure.
This is probably for the best. She's sending a Nile message to someone. I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Man, I miss driving at night. I mean, I don't miss the long commutes that I used to take to and from the Foundation every day. It's a lot better now that I actually live in nearby. But I do kind of miss driving at night, you know, just having a podcast on. going through cities and back roads. It's nostalgic. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, yeah, what is Ota doing here? This doesn't seem like his kind of scene.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Is he stalking her Nile messages? Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was niling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marbles, so...
Oh, okay.
I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
You weren't gonna charge her with anything without proof. Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Oh. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Can we talk to Iris as well? Okay. You called Ota here?
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Okay. I'm gonna click on everything just to make sure I don't miss anything. Bottles of alcohol. TV. Poster. Flyer. Sofa. Table. Blackboard. Hangers. Okay. Bar stools. Alright, nothing else here. What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
What? 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 Did you just fucking tase me? You little shit. You little shit. I was finally starting to be like, hey, maybe Ota's not that bad. You know, maybe I was too harsh on the guy for being a simp. And then he tases me.
Where am I?
My head was killing me, my memory. God, talking too fast. Need to slow down. My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Oh, Mama's back. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over at the counter, I saw a monster. No, she's not a monster. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Where is Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
He tased a cop!
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Damn. Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Okay. Well,
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
what?
Iris.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
Okay. I thanked Mama and ran out of marble. Okay. Jesus.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
This isn't gonna be pretty. Okay.
That sick bastard.
He's in a polar bear costume. Oh no.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota's there.
Ota?
What the hell is he doing there?
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Is he staging this? I don't trust anything. I don't trust a damn thing. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh god.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Well, that's no fucking good.
No!
If only you hadn't fucking tased me, Ota! I could have tried to help. I could have gotten there sooner. But no. You had to stun me. Who's Who's the... What? The polar bear man is dead too. Or is it instead of Iris? Huh?
Ota.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day? I love how when I started VTubing, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna swear that much. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be a pretty family-friendly channel. I'm not gonna be too over the top. I'm not gonna be like, basically, I'm not gonna be like how I am in real life. And then after the last 2 collab streams, my brain just went, nope, we are full chaotic bastard 100% of the time now. Also, yeah, I repeat, what the hell is going on?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
Iris died too, right? It's not gonna be like, oh, she's alive, because last time the justification was we went into Somnium and we jumped
Rare
timelines.
to see you down like this.
But... were they killed because they got too close to the truth?
But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
You know, oddly enough, I'd believe it.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other 2 murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko.
Yeah.
Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person.
I mean, we can't confirm that, though. Like, if enough people knew, like, Ota knew that Shoko's left eye was removed. And if Iris is the one who killed Renju, then she would have known as well. So, there's no guarantee that the same person who killed Shoko was the same person who killed Iris. It could be Ota, because Ota does know that this is going on.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
He had no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person.
Except they don't show up at the same time.
That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
That is true. How would he have reached it? What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Iba had found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Turned it on and that's it.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But
Damn.
Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Yeah, I think he had both of his eyes stuck.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Exactly.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Lemniscate is the only thing I can think of. Like, Shoko was married to the president of Lemniscate, and then Renju obviously is the president, and Iris works for them.
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
I want to see what Momo Kumakura has.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
I guess. Hitomi as well. She's Iris's mom. She knew Renju, and by extension, she would have known Shoko.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
I don't know if Sajima has anything to do with it, but I feel like Ota's mom has even less.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Is this going where I think it's going?
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
So we gotta do this, huh?
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Zero possibility that we're the new one. We could be the old one.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Right, okay. Let's go to the cold storage warehouse. We should go to the scene of the crime first to investigate. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Doing his duties as usual. Is this Ota's blood? Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Damn.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Forklift. The tire and floor are covered with a layer of ice.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, and then finally cut open by the ice cutting
But
machine.
why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Maybe to get people to think that it was a murder-suicide? Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Right here, Iris and Ota were... Iris and Ota's blood. They were sliced in two by this ice-cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
That's before
Yeah.
she died.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Yikes! Yikes! A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. Forklift, I don't see anything special about it.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Nothing particularly suspicious. Wooden box on the shelf, it's empty. Cardboard box on the floor, there's nothing in it. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here. An oil drum. Unlikely to be a clue.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Yikes, that's pretty lax security, my dude.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Video camera and a laptop. I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I'll let them know, then left the warehouse. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Oh?
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Okay.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer
okay.
could not have committed these crimes.
So basically what you just said?
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
About Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
Listen, eyes are pretty, but you can admire them from afar, my guy.
He needed to have them, to make them his own.
Hello, I've missed a few of these. Do we still trust this Pokemon villain? I'm slowly regaining my trust in him. I'm not sure if he's the one who did it. Oh, by the way, Iris and Ota are both dead. So, they got sliced in half until Dawn style. And now we're trying to figure out who did it, because they're dead for good this time. I don't think Iris is just gonna come back. She might, now that I said it. She might just come back from the dead, but I don't think that's gonna happen this time. Also, Ota fucking tased me right before they got killed. Ah, yes, a classic. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what part of that is a classic. The old tase?
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. Then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women.
But eyes rot so quickly. Like, you can't collect them. Eyes turn to goo in, like, no time. I mean, with Ota, nothing of value was lost. You're right. You're very right. And the worst part is that right before that, because Ota was like all sad because he's like, oh man, I left Mizuki with her mom's corpse and I feel so bad. And I'm like, okay, well maybe he's just a dumb kid. Maybe I've been just a little too quick to judge him. Then he tased me, so nothing of value was lost.
He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
So whenever the serial killer was like, hey guys, I am killing women. You want their eyeballs? As you do.
His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time,
I'll let you decide
you
what
were
a classic
assigned
means
to
in this
Abyss.
situation. Just a regular Sunday, you know, killing women. Man, I would not want to be one of the people at the Foundation who gets assigned to watch a serial killer. It has happened. I mean, they say in the US there's an average of, what is it, like 500 to 1,000 serial killers active at any given time. And I'm sure there are a lot who never get caught because a lot of the times serial killers are caught because they either give away their identity somehow or because their MO is so solid that police are able to track them because they're so predictable. If you end up just killing random people on the street and doing it quietly enough, I'm sure you could get away with it, even in today's day and age. Ideal partner. Good one. Who was the murderous psychopath? Was it me? Was it me?
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
You say he, you're refusing to say his name.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
When they show those four women, it's so obvious that one of them is the main. Spot the main character.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
Right, yeah.
It is colloquially referred to as the
thanks
love
for the
hormone.
tip. I'll get to work. No, don't. Whoever ends up watching you will have such a bad time. Do you understand? Also, don't kill people. Don't kill people. This is a Novella Cipher PSA. Do not kill people. I don't condone it. I would like my chat to stay a serial killer free zone. Right, love
It
hormone.
causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
So when I get the urge to pick up Vesta and kiss her on her little tiny forehead, it's because I'm craving oxytocin, right?
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
I love how the first point made was, wow, that would suck for people that have to watch you and not don't kill people. Listen. Listen. I think the don't kill people is just like, that's already implied. That's already, like, that's the baseline. Like, imagine the point being like a building. It's like the ground level is don't kill people because that's terrible. And the second level, which goes on top of the first level, is it would suck for anyone who has to, like, investigate or watch this shit. Anyways, the serial killer is us. The psychopath is us. It's too blatant. It's too blatant, and they're trying to be sneaky about it.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins.
I see, it's a house. Yes. Our house of no serial killing.
By performing a certain action.
But killing.
What was it?
Killing.
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic.
There are dolphins in my brain?
They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life.
How old are we?
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Just tell me who it is!
That
Stop being vague about it.
I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Wait a minute, I kind of missed that. I kind of zoned out. What are the... Okay, that's why it got classified. Okay. I thought he was about to say, like, yeah, I don't know who it actually is. Okay, so summarize for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. That means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life
is it number
sentence in
89?
Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
I know who killed Shogunadami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Right, okay, so I was wrong. Alright, let's go... Let's go back to Marble, because that was the last place where we saw Iris and Ota alive. And then we can talk with the family. I may just be putting off talking with the family.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel.
I guess it would be.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Okay.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Okay.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one.
Oh.
The boy.
Wait!
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
How?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Iva's. About Sosajima and the Kawasaki district. Yeah, okay, we know about that, yes. the basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from it. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Right, okay.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
Oh.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Yeah, that's quite a boon. That's quite... Damn.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota? How does he connect?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district?
Oh yeah, it's pretty close.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
You know, good point.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, but at least it's something.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Man. Mama's gotta be one of my favorite characters in this whole game. Like, she has her moments of comedy, but she's mostly just a very helpful person. Like, she's never done anything that would, like, hinder us in any way. And, I mean, most of the time, like, outside of that time we got fucking shot at outside, you know, Marble is a pretty safe place as long as she's there. Hell, she even helped us take care of the shooting. It would make most sense for us to go to the diner, because we've just gotten the lead. Excuse me. place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want to talk about it? Take that as a no. About Ota.
This is your fault.
How is it my fault?
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris.
He shot me with a stun gun!
My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go. We're not gonna find anything here.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Let's go see if Iris's mom is in any better condition. Why did neither of them have dads? When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. Date, that does not look comfortable. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why? Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
prison?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
I don't know what we're gonna do with our home, but I guess Mizuki is probably there, but Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. About Iris. About Ota. About the warehouse.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No, she's not. She just lost, like, everyone in her life. But I can't stay by her side
Aiba,
forever.
contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Yeah, she needs one. I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Well, at least we tried. At least we showed that she was, you know, that she had someone. Liar, you are not okay! Yeah. I returned to Boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
She needs you, Date. I mean, she might need to be left alone for a bit too, just to process everything. I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for Boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Right, okay. Who is he?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
Yeah.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
What's his real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay. What's the relationship between number 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Okay, so how does he connect?
Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Yeah.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
You think he masterminded them?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to him.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. These are last remaining loose ends.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Ooh.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
We get to sync with number 89? After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive. For some reason, boss never showed up. Is she gonna be dead? Because last time it was boss bringing number 89 to us. Oh no, oh no. I have a bad feeling. Also, Pewter has no reason to let this guy go this time. There better be no fuckery. I want no bullshittery in this.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
You're the original Cyclops killer. Wait, no, we should start with how do you know Shoko?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
And why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Business partner? You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the two Cyclops killers.
Okay. The idea that there was two of them wasn't public knowledge, so I think he's telling the truth. Who killed Shoko?
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Damn. I mean, I can't say that wasn't
The
justified.
culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all.
Yikes.
After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back.
So this is basically like one of those guys who's like, why doesn't Batman just kill the Joker? Except, you did it in real life.
F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name. Falco.
Yep.
Named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least two people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work.
What a romantic.
She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter.
Oh,
I
no.
need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kid, but if he didn't, he knew that someone else would.
Oh, wait a minute. Was Rohan's suicide faked? Because Rohan mentioned before that every kill that number 89 had done was chalked up as natural causes or a suicide.
He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
And then? For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. No! Don't leave us on a cliffhanger! Why did you stop?
Why did you stop? You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko? Was that the whole story? Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures.
Wow, 89, thanks. Very informative.
Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Like, he did give us some information, but goddamn, tell us the rest.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Why are you so shocked?
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Man, we're getting a double whammy this episode. I don't know if... I don't remember if previous streams had 2 Somnium scans in them. Let's see how this goes. I wonder what this episode would look like.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so
Don't
good on
nya.
my skin, yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
I can't believe that for 5 seconds we got Cat Girl Lima. Patio door. And the front door.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Okay, so if we make the green objects normal colored again. Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Okay. There's that pot over there, but we can't get to it yet. Winter iris. That's probably what we need to do because that's the green one right now.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know, I know.
Smell it.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I mean, how would you describe a smell anyways?
A winter
I
iris.
guess sweet, sharp, stinky? Okay. Let's pick the flowers.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one!
Oh.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
For a second, I thought Iba was gonna eat it.
Did the green stuff react at all?
Oh, phone.
A phone? Should I pick it up?
Yeah. Hang up or ignore. Or hang up.
What the? I fainted.
Okay, so we didn't do the right thing. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there's stakes here.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Maybe I've just got to put myself in the headspace of, you know, number 89 and Hitomi and Iris are being hunted down, essentially.
I guess it worked?
Okay, that liquid is green. We need to fix this.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick it. Actually, no. Stick your hand in.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
We did it! We fixed the green.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
What? Prevent the disturbance from... I thought I did the right thing here.
A book.
Let's read it first. Yeah, how does Date know? He's not the one who
F
stuck
does
him.
not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Yeah, this is what he told us before. Like, word for word.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Tear it up.
Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
The phone.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
I mean... Last time doing anything with it didn't work, but maybe... Actually, yeah, let's try picking it up and see what happens.
Alright. Who is this? What the?
Okay, so we can't answer the phone.
I lost consciousness.
Yikes, yikes, yikes! That's 2 full minutes of time! I don't like that. I hate that, actually. I'm going back to a checkpoint. Fuck that.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
Yeah, we're restarting the Somnium from the beginning. You know you can select the same option again and get rid of the skull. No, the skull, those bad tinies, you can't get rid of them. They are automatically applied.
Sup?
No, not sup.
Because I want.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Oh, we get to see Catgirl Iva again.
This rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Okay, we can skip now. Okay, now we pick the iris. Come on. Come on. Okay.
A switch.
No, 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 not that. There we go.
A winter iris that blooms.
I know.
Pick it. And now we ignore. No, I mean, if you do it at the lower time, it'll take less time and consume the skull. Yeah, but it's like, in that situation, the other two were ones that would have just given me more skulls. Because the thing with this phone is that it seems like you can't pick it up, or the gunshot goes off, Iva falls to the ground, and we get a double time skull. So it would have just kept me in a loop, and I would have just used up all my time.
It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a shitty situation.
I guess.
And like,
it worked?
The worst part is that I knew that it was that something bad was gonna happen if I did that.
There is some kind.
But I still decided. It's been a while since I played this game. Yeah, and that's totally fair. Like, this game came out like what, a year ago?
It is
2 years ago?
surprisingly deep.
I'm a little late to
Did you
the
find
party.
anything?
Well. Oh! There is something.
Cork.
What is this substance?
Okay, we can skip past that. And we gotta get double time, but that's okay. Rip it up.
Agent Date, you've got 5
Now we
minutes.
can ignore. Okay. We're back to where we were, and we still have 5 minutes on the clock.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Wait, doesn't this kind of line up with what Hitomi was saying earlier? Like, oh, I remember Iris ripping up a picture book over here. You know, there's like stains on the floor over here. Like remnants of Iris.
I suppose we didn't do anything
Date,
wrong.
you're also in Somnium. Yeah, debt collectors are really out here going into people's dreams now. They've gotten so desperate for their money. They're using technology no one has ever
At
fucking
least
seen
you didn't
before.
faint.
Okay. And now there was a green pot over in the kitchen that I noticed.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Oh, right, because like there was the thing where like they all got the food on their heads, so maybe wear is what we're supposed to do.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
Oh, this isn't what I thought was gonna happen. And this is a
Are you
classic
okay?
gaming emotion.
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
Are we just gonna do this now? Okay. Are we gonna rip up all the books?
A book.
Let's read it first.
F became an assassin.
How can
for
you
the
see?
Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name.
Falk.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A book.
Alright, let's rip it up.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
He wants to forget.
A book.
Read it first.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
A book. Here I go.
Isn't that bad? I'm sure we're gonna need the 1/3 time next time that phone rings.
What happened?
Nothing.
I mean, we're making progress. Slowly but surely. Picture. Oh, wait. I can't see past the fucking pot on your head, Iva.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry.
Dante sounded so concerned.
And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Sauce. Juice? Fluids?
Body fluids?
We share a brain cell. We share a brain cell. We each only have one brain cell. We are dumbass buddies.
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Then call it a sauce. Your veins flow with a funky little juice that your heart produces. No, wait, it's actually... Wait, don't your bones make the blood? Bones make the blood, right? I think that's true.
What is that?
It's Godzilla! Don't worry, you have defense.
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Is that Rohan? Close the curtain.
It left.
See, if you don't see it, it doesn't actually exist. Poor lemon juice. Where did we get the lemon juice?
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Is Aiba just gonna wear the pot for the rest of the dream?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
I think it was Rohan's eye.
Are insane.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Hitomi, yeah. I keep
You have
forgetting.
3 minutes, Date.
I keep forgetting what was revealed in the other timeline and what Date knows now.
It's Hitomi.
This is the wrong thing to do.
What?
Kiss her.
I want to see how it looks with Aiba with the pot on her head.
Like this? But why?
Don't say something perverted, Date, I swear to God.
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
You're a motherfucker, and I don't want to be associated with you anymore. I'm taking back the dumbass buddies card that I so graciously handed you.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
We're no longer dumbass buddies, Date. We are only dumbass acquaintances.
The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Date.
No, not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't remind me.
Aiba wearing the pot on her head makes this
A book.
so much more entertaining. I'm so glad that I did that. Oh yeah, let me just make it longer.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
What the fuck, Date? Why are you like this, sir?
A book.
Read it first.
Falco was in a bind. The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
Yeah, that 30-second one was kind of
A
useless.
book.
Kind of glad we got rid of it. Rip it up.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
Okay.
You have less than 2 minutes.
Skull.
Hurry.
A skull. I do not see the body. I must be malfunctioning. You want me to do what?
You heard me.
Just give it a little kissy.
I am seriously getting tired of your bone fetish.
You're what now, Dante?
No reaction.
Oh, but that was exciting.
Shut your mouth.
I do not need your report, thank you. A skull.
Okay. Yeet.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
This is a dream, also.
Dead.
Yeet.
It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Hey, just a sec. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, never mind. We're all good. I was smelling a weird smell in my apartment and I wasn't sure if it was something outside, and then I remembered, oh shit. I made chicken parmesan earlier. Did I leave the oven on all this time? No, I didn't. I turned it off. And I knew I turned it off, but I was getting worried about it. So I figured, might as well take care of it. What now then? We are running a little low on...
It's Hitomi.
Hugging her takes the least amount of time.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Shut up!
Sorry, nothing.
It's Hitomi.
You know what? No, we are running low on time. Wait, no, that's a useful one. Yeah, we'll just
Understood.
Not use the timing for this.
Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
Stop simping!
I believe we should try something else.
But fawning.
Simping, more like.
Let it go.
Idiot.
It's Hitomi.
I'm scared of what this will bring, but it does reduce time to 1 second.
Where?
Shoulder.
Maybe her...
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up.
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
Shut up.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now.
Stop.
Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay, so that did nothing.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Gotta make an announcement. Dante is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Wait, are ceiling fans, like, not a normal thing in Japan? Huh? Why does this need explaining?
Oh, right.
headbutt. Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Is that what the pot is for?
Ow.
Ow, what?
No
You're
good,
wearing
huh?
a pot on your head.
It's a ceiling.
I want to see what happens. I wish I could do that in real life. When I die at my wake, I want, like, everyone to get there and the coffin is closed. And then, after everyone is there, the coffin opens and it's empty. And then the curtains drop in another part of the building and my corpse is on a ceiling fan doing this. The ultimate funeral. If this doesn't happen at my funeral, I am going to sue you from the afterlife. I'm going to sue whoever has to take care of my funeral from the afterlife, and I will haunt them. I will haunt my home forever if my corpse cannot dangle from a ceiling fan. Anyways, let's solve a crime.
It's a ceiling fan.
Hurry!
Okay, Pewter, I don't know what I'm doing. Blow on it, maybe? I mean, that's a 1/3.
Blow on it.
It stopped. Wait, that's what we're supposed to do?
Oh. Who was that?
No, we ignore it.
What do I do?
We ignore it. 1 second. Ignore. God damn it!
Iba, wake up!
I thought I learned.
What? My body is heavy.
Okay, I'll lock it. You're stepping on bones. Don't your feet hurt? Oh no.
No! Stop!
Stop right there!
Oh. Boss has a connection. We've connected the 2 dots. We've connected them.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
What? Holy shit, the cast is dropping like flies.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What the fuck? What is going on in here on this day?
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
Thanks, Pewter. This was a lot of help. Bye. And she's still not here.
Not here. Where is she?
Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on? What is going on?
That's my question!
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Okay.
Damn it, Boss. Hiding something from me. I could beat her over the head with that tombstone.
Bags in the wall. No, probably not a clue. Or in the shelves.
Boss loves her wine. Maybe she got drunk and went to Hitomi's house for some reason.
You sound drunk yourself.
It's not relevant.
Maybe she was a fish.
Why would that matter?
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
No, I'm not hiding anything.
What? Why is it talking back? Anakin, he is a cop. I trust him. You shouldn't.
Maybe something is inside this shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
Boss drinks her cup must be a symbol of her black heart.
You have cracked the case wide open.
The sheer sarcasm in that line. Gotta respect it. Big catchphrase. Happy birthday. No relation with the case. Pumpkin is probably not a clue, but she could have hidden the secrets in there.
Maybe if you get a high score, you get a clue.
Do you really think that is the case? This isn't an escape room.
Wait a minute, she has a computer. I'm dumb.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I was like, oh, we gotta go digging for like a secret message she hid somewhere. Not remembering that computers exist in a game with an AI.
I will try.
That I'm playing on the computer. Oh, that's adorable. Holy shit. Hamp.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Is Boss the killer?
Why? Why?
Are you shitting me?
Boss?
We hit a lock there? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Okay, before we go down, because I know that there was another path we could have taken. Okay, let me go with the flowchart. Let me see it. So there's like a path over here, because we recreated the murders in Iris's Somnium, and it led us here. And then there was one if you just looked at the blood. Is this open yet? Okay, it's not. So we're gonna go back here. Oh, this one is called, Sinking in the Pain. Sinking in the Vein. Sinking in the Villain. Sinking in the Main. And Sinking in the Main too. We gotta go here. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay. It said, look at the blood.
A double door.
Open. Okay. Well, if nothing else, we just got a 1/16th time. What is this? That's... What?
What?
Oh, are there collectibles in this game? Am I only finding out there are collectibles in this game at this point? Okay, where is the blood? Where is it?
A CRT TV.
Hit it.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Yes, but it works. My phone used to do this thing where it would randomly vibrate like 6 or 7 times, and I learned to deal with it by slamming it against the side of my desk, and now it doesn't do it anymore. So, it works. Percussive maintenance works.
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so...
There's a little mouse. Oh. That's the dead mouse. Okay.
What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Rats. Rats.
Iris must have drawn it.
Rats. We pray and we stalk at night. We're the rats. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact with.
That TV is looking awfully like a rat. Someone put a rat in my TV. I need to stop making references to other YouTubers and streamers in my own streams. Like, I'm sure if y'all had the choice to watch Germa instead of me,
I
y'all
see
would do
many
it.
objects in the room.
Okay, what's gonna take the less time? Yes, the less time. Sniff it.
There is a sweet smell, like syrup or almonds.
Isn't an almond, isn't like a, wait, no, that's a bitter almond smell.
Well, it's either a sweetener or...
Possibly nitroglycerin.
We're gonna blow it up.
Be careful.
Because nitroglycerin explodes even from slight impacts, it is usually mixed with acetone to lower the sensitivity.
Can we throw it? Can we throw the nitroglycerin?
Acetone, huh?
That's the same stuff that you use to remove painted on doll faces.
I did not expect Iris to be aware of how to handle such dangerous chemicals.
Wonder what's up with that.
A shelf.
5 minutes left,
Various
Dante.
We should investigate the TV.
It appears to be a frog. A child's painting.
Let's hope it's not dangerous, or you might... croak?
See, more of this and less sex jokes, and you will be allowed to be my dumbass buddy again, Date.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yes.
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of the painting.
Liar. Novella, you're great.
It does not
Aw,
appear to be a
thank you.
particular meaning.
I think my rest yesterday put me in a good mood for today's stream. Also helps that I've kind of, you know, at this point it feels like, you know, you guys have seen me play Jackbox at this point. You know that I'm not some pure-hearted little maiden. I can say fuck and I can quote the Germa Rat song, which is I'll be honest, I don't know very much about Germa. I don't watch many of his streams. I should, but I just watching things takes brain power. Anyways, back to the murder.
I agree.
Okay. Anything else that got added? Okay, so there's the mirror again.
A shelf.
Investigate the bottom. You know, I don't think we need to do that just yet. I think... Okay. We get a gun?
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
You know what?
It's dark.
Why not bring your face closer?
It's time to get a bad end.
Bang!
No reaction.
No, I cannot see anything. Oh, did you say something?
I didn't think you'd fall for that.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry too.
I like the way that the gun is showing up. I kind of want to make this my avatar on Discord, just Iva with gun. I've printed the screen. I'm gonna maybe even like take a little note. I'm gonna take a note. Screen. Shot. That'd be a good Discord
revolver.
avatar. This timey seems to happen here whenever we're doing something we're supposed to do.
It is fixed
Iva
with
with
a
a gun.
vice and cannot move.
Can you loosen it?
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
Okay, well, my hypothesis was off base.
A full body mirror.
We are not doing any of these. We are going back to the doors.
A double.
Because we can get rid of this thing right now.
It doesn't open. We don't have to.
Okay, so we got rid of the bad thing.
A full body mirror.
Punch it.
Are you sure I can break this?
No, I don't think you have the strength. You see?
Punch it, punk.
A full.
Okay, this time the mannequin isn't in it. So let's try talking.
Iba, what are you doing in a place like this? I'm taking care of Date. He's so troublesome. Oh, I understand. He can't do anything without you, can he? Yeah.
Cut it out.
I'm being bullied by my left eye.
3 minutes, Date.
Okay. Shoot the gun.
A revolver. I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try it.
Hold the trigger.
All right, I'll give it a shot. As I thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
Where the fuck? Oh, okay. I know what's going on.
A shelf.
So I was wrong about many things.
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
Okay.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
There's the bug book. Love it. Blew up a frog. Is this gonna be like some Mad Father shit where it's like, Iris seems like all innocent and cute, but she's secretly like killing small animals and putting them in her dresser to hide them from her parents? Like originally I was like, oh, this is
It
about
appears
like
to be a butterfly reference book.
innocence fading. Rip it. Let it rip!
That will be difficult with it being this thick.
Just do it. Oh, and this time the book was thick. Before it was very brittle. Alright! We are making great progress.
Butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
The more you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
Right.
Tear and stab it.
An operating tape.
We can't even pretend to perform surgery this time. That gas canister is new. Ooh, wait, no, there's stuff in the way. I was gonna say maybe we can pull the TV over and it'll let us shoot.
A common gas canister.
Open the valve.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
Okay.
A common gas...
Kick it! We hurt her feet again!
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, Iva!
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on.
I'm
You have
sorry,
less than 2
Iva.
minutes, Date. Hurry.
Okay, what now? Wait, was there something with the locker that we could do?
Just a lock.
Oh, right, we need to open it and then the fucking... the knife comes out.
That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
We need to tear and stab.
The knife that flew out of the locker.
We're not doing that one! Maybe push it deeper?
It cannot be pushed in any further.
Okay.
The knife that flew out...
Throw it.
Like this? What? I only threw it lightly.
Okay. I'll be honest, I'm liking this version of the dream a lot more.
An oil drum, television, and torso.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
Tore the butterfly and stabbed the bird. Shoot.
You have 1 minute left.
A naked torso.
Choke it.
I would rather not.
I know, but please try.
Nothing happened.
I kind of wish that... Oh, wait. Okay, we can just
A
shoot it.
revolver.
I kind of wish that my mic could pick up things a little better because Vesta's lying on the bed behind me and I can hear her snoring. It's so cute. Okay, this time we can shoot it.
I do not see any bullets inside.
Just
do it.
try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Literally. And this time it's gonna work. No?
As I thought.
You need a bullet.
Right, okay. Where the fuck did we find a bullet?
from?
An oil drum.
Kick it.
I don't think I can make it fall over.
Is it just heavy or is it built into the floor? What could be inside?
Unknown.
Okay, we're gonna have to retry. We're gonna have to retry. Actually, wait a minute. I think if I just let the timer run out.
Date, we're at.
Damn.
We can start from a checkpoint, yeah. Okay.
An oil drum.
Okay, take the lid off.
No use. I cannot take it off.
Maybe we don't have to open it.
An oil drum.
You have 1 minute left.
Okay, look inside. Censored.
Ugh. What does this mean?
We found bullets! We found bullets!
Maybe you can use them in that gun?
Yeah! It's time to use gun! Did we pick up the bullets? Okay, good. I didn't want this to be a thing where it's like, oh no, you had to pick up the bullets first. Oh.
A revolver.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Shoot it.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
This could work. I'll try shooting it.
Oh. What? 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 Huh? Is that so? Is that so, Sejima? I feel like everything that I see in this game, every time that there's like, especially this episode, every time that, you know, there's
what happened during that
something
Somnium?
that happens, I don't. What does it all mean, I wonder?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into Somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris, she must have met So Sejima somewhere.
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
We were silent for a time. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard Pewter speak.
Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I gave my short reply and we headed to the sync room next door. So this is definitely like a lot shorter than the last one.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it? You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
First off, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head?
Do you remember your dream earlier?
Dream? What are you talking about?
The subject of the sync does not experience Somnium as you do. Iris would not know about it.
Okay, do you know
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
About the Nile message with Ota.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile. I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Iba, Ota's phone is still broken, right?
He's gonna tase me again.
But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
The same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes.
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law Number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
He better
this
not.
Kid is starting to get on my nerves.
Same, Date.
So,
Same.
What are you going to do?
Shit.
Well, let's go to Matsushita
Iris,
Diner.
come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
I'm tired, but I want to keep playing. I need to know how it all connects.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not. But you better keep your promise.
Okay. Guess you bought a new cell phone, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
Did I keep you waiting?
I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Wouldn't happen anyway.
Where's your mom?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
No.
So let's hear it.
I'm buttering you
What
up.
is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
He's gonna stun us again! Are you kidding me?
I want you to take a good look at it.
I hate you. I hate you, Ota.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
Oh, you idiot. You... Ah! I hate you. I hate you, kid. And now they're gonna die again. Oh, but this time... This time, Iba's online.
My head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
Jesus. See, okay, this is a thing where after I've done some research on, you know, how this stuff works, like, if you're unconscious for more than a few minutes from a head injury, you have, like, permanent fucking brain trauma. It's one of those dumb things that brings me out of stories. But, and it's so ubiquitous too. I don't know why I'm complaining. I should not be complaining. It's a detective story. You know, stuff like this happens. Let's just move.
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know. But afterward, he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Is this because of, like, her belief in nice?
Witch!
Ooh.
You stay away from my boy!
What is she doing?
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Yep, it's happening.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iva.
Oh god, this again.
Iris.
Is this gonna be the same as the last time? Because I don't want to skip if it is. I don't know if the skip button shows up normally, or if it's just because I've already seen this before, but I don't want to miss it.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iva, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
Is this gonna have the same result, or are we closer this time? I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge, shortly after the image changed.
That sick bastard!
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Okay, maybe we'll get there in time to at least, like, save them.
You okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
We did it. We actually were able to get here in time.
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Oh, hell
Backup
yeah.
is en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
Police headquarters. Okay. So I'm guessing we didn't catch them.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
About Iris and Ota.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Yikes. Have you contacted their parents?
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
We should. Okay, so about Okiura Fishery.
You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Right, we know.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
Has CSI found anything at the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate.
You know, seeing what we did in the last timeline, my trust of Boss has really waned.
You two might be able to find some useful clues.
Like, it feels like she's kind of just sending us on a wild goose chase.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Also, isn't that the outfit of the 4th victim of the original Cyclops killings?
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family, too. Oh, speaking of. Hey, boss. Did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
Fair. We should go and investigate, but I'll be honest, we've been playing for almost 4 hours now. And, oh, file. I've never hit this before. Okay. BL! Although it sounds vulgar, it's often a display of pure sublime love, and there are many worthwhile works of art in the genre. Don't be so close-minded. Okay, rad. Oh, there are still some characters that we don't know about. This far into the game, and there are still characters we haven't met. She's boss, she's female, she's 42. Wine, gourd dolls, and anything black. You know, I can go for that last one. Dislikes happy families. Okay. Alright, I don't think there's really gonna be much in here we can find. How do we know this about the nurse? How do we know that she can shave really fast? Okay. That's enough of that. Let's save. Alright. And I think that is gonna do it for this stream. So, we have learned an awful lot. We have learned who the original Cyclops killer was. We've learned that Iris has some connection to that. We've learned that Boss might be the new Cyclops serial killer, though we can't progress down that route yet. And, there's a lot more that I'm sure I'm missing, but holy crap. Alright, so thank you everyone so much for joining me today. Hopefully next weekend should go smoother than this one. Hopefully nothing will end up coming up. You know, cross my fingers. Either way, it's a long weekend. So, I'll have Friday to rest if nothing else. So anyways, thank you all so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Have a nice rest of your day. You too, life. You too. And I'll see you all next weekend. See you later.